Hello everyone. There won't be a review for a few weeks. The 2 reviews that I had got deleted, and the 40 hours of Cyberpunk 2077 gameplay that I recorded is gone too. The 2 reviews that I lost were a Red Dead Redemption review and a Resident Evil 4 remake review. Both of them are gone. I'll make those again at some point, but it'll be a while. So, I guess I'm going to talk about the Hasan Piker situation that's going on. You know, the one where he said that streaming is harder than a real job. So first, no, streaming is not harder than a real job. Do you want the job that I had at a Starbucks distribution center where you have to wake up 2:30 a.m. every morning, work a 10-hour shift 6 days a week? Ton of fun. No, it sucked. And Hasan probably doesn't want that job because he knows you're going to get paid like shit. They're going to break your fucking back, and then you're going to have to come back tomorrow and get paid like shit and treated like shit. So no, Hasan does not want that job. Then we get to Ludwig's video that he made about it and how Hasan got mad at him because Ludwig didn't defend him. How much of a baby are you that you're just like, hey, I'm friends with you, so no matter what crazy shit I say, you should just defend me. That's what Hasan believes. And you know what is sad? Ludwig pulled the video down and made another one where he's nicer to Hasan. What is wrong with you? I would have left the video up. If Hasan is that upset about it, it shows me he is not a true friend. He is here just to make money. And if he only sees me as a way to make money, I don't want to be friends with him. Fuck you. If that's all you see me as is a way to make money, fuck off. End of discussion. I don't care what defense that you have for it. I see it as you only see me as a way to make money. I don't want any involvement with you because the moment you can't make money off of me is the moment you tell me to fuck off. And you know what? I'm going to tell you to fuck off before that. It's so fucking stupid. This entire conversation is stupid. If you do YouTube or Twitch for a living and you think it's too hard, you have led an extremely easy life. You make your own schedule. You don't have someone constantly looking over your shoulder. You have a job where you can make more money for working more hours. Most people, if you work more hours, that doesn't always equal more money. But a lot of you do not understand that. A lot of you just think if you work overtime, you're always going to get overtime. That's not the case. Even if you have an hourly position, if you work overtime, that doesn't mean you always get overtime. If you work a salaried position, you never get overtime. A lot of these influencers are exposing that they're Nepo babies and that their family is rich. A lot of you are sounding more like Pearl Davis, second by second. You're acting like living in a 10-bedroom mansion is normal. You have a car that is more valuable than a lot of people's houses. Shut up. And hearing Hasan say shit about money not making everything better, it doesn't, but it makes it a lot easier to live with. Dude is living in a $3 million mansion with a car that the MSRP is something like what, $250,000, $300,000? You do not have anything to complain about, especially once you consider that your family is rich and you've never really had to work for a goddamn thing in your life. You just get upset and throw a big enough fit and you get everything that you want. It's honestly kind of sad because it shows how empty your life is. Like if Twitch wasn't here and you had to work a real job, would you go back into sales? No, you only work that job for like what, 2-3 weeks? And then you quit. Like shut up. Legitimately shut up. If Twitch wasn't here for you to chase clout, what would you be doing? Fentanyl in a dark alley? Heroin? Like I can tell you're not gonna hit a blunt. You're doing like hard drugs. Maybe you and Vaush should try ketamine. Vaush wishes that he had a horse dick and your head can fit in a horse's ass. For the kids at home that don't know what ketamine is, it's a horse tranquilizer that humans do to get high. Oh, one of the side effects, you can start pissing blood, and that's irreversible damage. I hate this topic. I really hate this topic because let me be clear. It's very clear what he's trying to do. You can just see it. He's trying to create controversy, create drama to pump up his own ego. That's part of the reason he says a lot of the crazy stuff that he does, because he knows that it will get his fans hyped up to defend him no matter what. And he knows people will make videos about it calling him fucking stupid because that's what he is. And at some point, people are going to see through your act. And when the numbers start to dip, what are you going to do? It happens to everyone. So don't act like it will never happen to you. It will. Then what? Are you going to go back to Turkey and talk about 9/11 some more? How about this, Hasan? I'm going to ask you a real question here. A real question that I want an answer to. Not some verbal diarrhea that you spew out. I want a real fucking answer. What do you think about the Turkish government denying that the Armenian Holocaust ever happened? While Hasan is sitting here thinking and asking his uncle Cenk Uygur what he should say, I'll explain it to the kids. During World War I, the Ottoman Empire, what is now Turkey, started a genocide of Armenians where they killed an estimated 1.5 million Armenians. There are only 34 countries in the world that acknowledge it ever happened. And there are only 3 countries that deny it ever happened. One of those being Turkey. Turkey has actually built monuments claiming that the Armenians were killing Turks. Not to mention, they have tried to destroy all documents about the Armenian genocide. The Turks claim they were resettling the Armenians, the same way that the Nazis claimed they were resettling the Jews. So what are you going to do? You going to side with your homeland, the country you were born in, the country that speaks your first language? Or are you going to side with the United States? Are you going to side with the side where we look at the evidence and we see, hey, here's these Ottoman soldiers just gunning down Armenians and throwing them in a ditch. Maybe they were attempting to commit a genocide, and now that they got caught, they're trying to cover it up the same way that the Nazis did in World War II. But here's the thing. I've been waiting to use this topic because I knew it would put him in a hard place. But if you ask him to choose one, he will never actually answer that question because he doesn't have any real morals or ideals. He only talks about socialism because it makes him money. He's a capitalist. At the end of the day, you can disagree with me, but I also have the right to call you crazy if you believe what Hasan says. If you can listen to the verbal diarrhea that comes out of his mouth filled with hypocrisy. You're talking about a dude who talks about these companies should have profit sharing for their employees. Meanwhile, he doesn't even pay his editors. He is so full of shit. And one day, some of you might come around and you might realize he's full of shit and he's talking out of his ass in a $3 million mansion with $200,000 cars. He's talking out his ass. If he truly believed what he said, he wouldn't be living in LA. He wouldn't be living a $3 million mansion with a $300,000 car. If he truly believed what he said, he'd be living in a city like Seattle or Portland, in a house that might be over $300,000, but it wouldn't be insane, and he'd be driving like a Ford Fiesta or some shit like that. But here's the thing, he doesn't actually believe in socialism. He's a capitalist. He wants money. The more money he has, the better he feels. The more clout he has, the better he feels. Once again, you can disagree with me, but I have every right to call you crazy if you think Hasan is right. Thanks for watching all the way to the end. I know it's a lot to get through because it's not a review, and it's actually talking about politics, which I haven't done in a little while. But once again, thank you for making it all the way to the end. Leave your comments down in the comments section. Do you think Hasan is right? Do you think streaming is harder than a real job? Or are you like me? Do you think he's full of shit and he's talking out his ass? But while you're down there, you can also like the video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the little bell for notifications. And I'll see you all next time.